Meanwhile, Ralph went out to California with me to shoot the new Open to the E show, which, by the way, none of came out.
So now you're going to have to go back.
I got to go back out there. I just booked the trip. So,
and is Ralph going too?
I don't know if he's going. He doesn't really want to pay for Ralph to go out, so I got to go. Hey, I need the guy out there. He's in charge of hijinks.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's an important job.
It's an important job. Somebody is. So anyway, I have to go back out there and stuff. So I go out, when did I go to shoot that? 3 weeks ago? Ralph just came back this week.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Are we going to lose Ralph for another 3 weeks the reshoot?
Well, did anybody miss him?
It was vacation.
I don't know. He actually worked for you.
I know.
Vacationing.
So anyway, I was vacationing. You're on vacation.
You vacation every day.
So I said to him, where were you? He goes, you know where he was? He stayed at John Stamos' house.
I wasn't at his house the whole time.
And John Stamos evidently is so bored.
But he kept Ralph?
He kept Ralph, he took him to Disneyland.
But with his fiance.
Yeah. And they were in the same hotel room.
Ralph?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even, it wasn't real. I wasn't with him the whole time. I was staying at a couple of hotels. And
Stamos doesn't even know Ralph, and Stamos lets him stay at the house while he goes away. Stamos leaves for the day, and Ralph's poolside.
No, it wasn't like that. You're kind of twisting it.
He was at the house.
How did John Stamos know you anyway?
I came from here, from the show. He's been on a couple times.
So you mean he trusts you from just being my friend?
I went to a New Year's Eve party at his house.
Yeah.
And
how does that happen?
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Because we've hung out before. I've hung out with him in the city,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Stamos doesn't really have anything to do.
Of course not. He's not working.
No, he doesn't have any job.
And does he have, how many people are at that house? Who takes care of him?
Not a lot of people.
Is it a nice house? He's pretty rich, right?
Nice house.
Right.
Like one of the nicest houses I've seen. It's in the mountains. It's a gorgeous house.
Like contemporary?
I heard he's so bored.
Like a southwestern kind of thing. And you walk in, it's got these huge columns and a little water fountain in front and a fireplace.
How wild is that? Being that good looking and having money?
Well, this is what I'm saying. He's so bored, he's thinking of marrying that girl.
Oh, yeah. That's what me and Ralph talk about it all the time. He's dating this model.
Yeah.
And I go, why is he marrying her?
She's gorgeous and she's cool.
Yeah.
She's really cool.
But like I said to Ralph, he can get all varieties and all different types.
And he's had all varieties.
Ralph goes, well, yeah, he's had all that. And I go, yeah, but you don't get tired of it. Trust me.
You know what? I think if you do all that, and so he's probably done everything.
He thinks he wants to be married.
And this girlfriend of his is a model, so she's not around half the time.
All of his girlfriends have been models.
Yeah, but that's great.
So all I know is I call Ralph. He calls me back from John Stamos' house, and he's hanging out there.
Well, you know what it was?
I was like, wow.
Well, he's not the first member of the entourage to wind up with John Stamos.
I know, John Stamos. And then he says to Ralph, let's go to Disneyland.
So you guys went to Disneyland?
We went to Universal.
Man.
And then he says, then he went with the girlfriend. He went with the beautiful girlfriend. John Stamos and Ralph went to Disneyland, and then they all got a hotel room together.
Oh.
They slept there.
Ralph slept in the same room?
Yeah. And I said, wait a second.
What is that?
I said, John Stamos is a rich guy.
It's a good one.
And
why is he letting Ralph sleep at the foot of the bed?
Wouldn't you want to be alone with your girlfriend? And even when Grillo goes out there, he hangs out with John Stamos. I can't imagine what John Stamos.
I don't hang out with John Stamos. They hang out with John Stamos.
But who'd want to hang out with Grillo? What's that all about? What's with John Stamos?
Yeah, at least I'm fun.
Yeah.
Please, Ralph. You're not that much fun.
More fun than Grillo.
You're not as much fun as Rebecca.
Hey, but if you're John Stamos and you're with Rebecca, you go to Disneyland for the day, you want Ralph in the bedroom with you?
Listen, we weren't it wasn't like a party.
Did you guys do anything in there?
We just passed out. We were out.
But what? Did Stamos say to you, hey, I want you in my room?
Yeah, he said, we've talked about it the day before. He says, we'll just get one room. And I said, well.
Oh, man, you think he wanted something? Did he want to menage?
No.
What was he suggesting?
He was. He just said, we'll just get one room.
And then you're in the room with him and what's the girlfriend wearing in the room?
I said, I want to, he said, we'll just get a room with double beds. I said,
does the girlfriend get undressed in front of you and stuff?
No, she went in the bathroom.
And what did she sleep in?
She was pretty well covered up. I think John said, wear something really...
fully clothed.
Suit of armor.
She had more clothes on than she did, when we were out at Disneyland.
And they slept in one bed and you slept in the other?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
And what did John wear?
He was just really cute.
Now, what did he wear?
I don't know. He had pajamas on or something.
Pajamas?
Yeah, I think.
What did you wear, Ralph?
I wore a little bikini. I didn't wear
anything. What did you wear? Underpants?
No,
What did you wear, man?
I wore shorts and a T-shirt.
Into bed?
Yes.
Yeah. And did you guys talk while you had the lights around and stuff?
Yeah. How do you finally go to sleep.
We watched a little TV before we went to
in
sleep.
bed.
Oh, man. Stamos is like, why wouldn't he say, hey, dude, go get your own room?
Yeah.
Because, we're just hanging out.
Did your butt feel funny the next day?
Crashed in a hotel room with people?
He didn't give you roofies or anything, did he?
No.
We got to call Stamos.
I love this.
Well, I got his number. You want to call him?
Yeah. Gary, get him on the phone for me.
Find out who's in bed with him today.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, here's a guy who was on Ralph's train this morning.
Oh.
Was he? Yeah. Hey, dude, hey.
Hey, good morning, Ralph. Listen, I was on the PATH train this morning with Ralph.
Yeah.
And what's really shocking is that when I was on the train before Ralph came aboard, and as soon as he came aboard, Ralph spotted a seat, and this man literally ran to the seat, shocking most passengers because most passengers knew that this man was infested with duty.
But it wasn't on a PATH train, man.
It wasn't the PATH train.
What
line was it? What line was it?
Train line.
What train line was it?
I'm not quite sure because my girlfriend led me there. I was staying in Jersey the night.
You weren't on the train.
No, I sure was. I could give you details, Howard.
Go ahead.
And basically,
what was I wearing besides duty on my leg?
Well, now you have a new name, Duty Lake Ralph.
Right.
But even
He wasn't on there.
No.
What is it, Gorilla? You go over Stamos too, right?
Well, I've never been by his house, but he's not home.
Oh, he's not? You tried?
Yeah.
Well,
But
what do you
him,
do
right?
with Stamos?
Well, he calls me occasionally, say what's up, and just he called me for my birthday and stuff like that.
You're kidding.
No,
That's more than I do.
he wasn't even like in California. He was like down in Memphis or something like that, and he heard on the show it was my birthday, and he called me up to say happy birthday and stuff.
He must be real lonely.
No, he's a really nice guy. I mean,
I know he's a nice guy, but I'm saying, Ralph, he doesn't know you from a hole in the wall. He knows you because you're on my show.
Yeah, but we've hung out.
Hold on.
Why is he hanging out with you at all? This is what we're saying.
Okay, so let's say he likes Ralph, okay? Okay, fine. So then he
You
goes...
don't have cooler friends than Ralph when you're John Stamos.
I don't know.
I'm sure he does.
He got Dean Cain, but...
Dean Cain's a bore. So anyway, like he says to you, hey man, let's do some stuff. Like how many days did you see John Stamos when you were out in California?
We hung out one.
It seemed to me like a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like you guys spend like a week together?
Yeah, maybe not a week, but a few days here and there.
And like you go over his house and he's got a pool and stuff, and like you hang out by the pool, and like he even goes away and like he lets you stay there.
No, he didn't go away and like leave me in the house.
What'd you do? Did you hang out at the pool?
Yeah, it wasn't really pool weather, but I sat by the pool like once.
Was his girlfriend there by the pool?
No.
No?
Well, yeah, there were people around. You know what it was? When I stayed over, he had a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
So I went over New Year's, and crashed there.
Yeah, who was there? Anybody good?
Like famous, Matt Sorum.
Who's that?
The drummer from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, boy.
And the Cult. He's good.
And John doesn't really even know that many famous people if he's hanging around with you.
I think he does. I think he just had like a mellow party.
Mellow.
Ralph's like Cato Kalin.
I know, he moved right in.
I'm feeling he's guest house material.
Cato-like.
Yeah, I would live in the guest house. He got a nice little guest house there.
So let me get this straight. So then you're like hanging out with him and he says, hey, let's plan a trip to Disneyland?
Yeah, he goes, we should take Ralph to Disney. I guess I'm like a retarded kid.
It's like Make a Wish.
Make a Wish Foundation.
Yeah, right. So
and we were talking like,
and then he brought up like where you should sleep.
And then like we were talking about it. Then like he called me like the next day or told me the next day like.
Hi, Ralph.
But wait a minute. When they go to Disney, do they go right to the front of the line and all that stuff?
Yeah. Well, they do. How do they arrange that?
Because he knows people there.
And he worked for Disney, and he worked for ABC.
Yeah, he does stuff for journalism and stuff. Same at Universal. It's great.
That must be great.
Just go on the rides, cut the line.
Do people hassle him and stuff?
No, some people recognize him here and there, but it's not like...
Really? He's not even that recognized, huh?
He is. He wears a baseball hat, and then...
Yeah, but
I don't want to say what he does, but he kind of...
a fake beard and mustache?
Buck teeth. But he kind of...
Oh, yeah, he puts on buck teeth?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He just puts on a disguise.
Yeah, I mean, but, he's pretty recognizable. I mean, he kind of...
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. So all of a sudden... So his girlfriend must draw some attention because she's so good-looking.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Right? And then... And, like, you're walking around with the two of them, and then it becomes like nighttime. He goes, hey, let's all get a room together?
No, it was like the day before. And he said, okay, we'll go down to Disney. We just figure we'll get a room with 2 double beds.
And then what did you say to that?
I said, all right. I said, that's cool. I said, I can get my own room. I don't want to,
impose.
Feel
like maybe you want to be alone with your girlfriend.
I feel like you guys got to be with me. And he said, no, because we're just going to crash. It doesn't matter.
Oh. Okay. Did you think like maybe something was up?
No,
maybe him and the girlfriend and you.
It didn't even cross my mind.
They didn't even look like
I mean, he's with John Stamos. You think? Yeah,
but maybe they're bored.
But they didn't even make out in front of you or anything.
No, there was nothing going on like that. There was no kind of.
So nothing physical.
No indicator. They're not interested in me. As a matter of fact, I'm on this Haunted Mansion ride. I'm going by and I look. you know, at one point you look in the mirror and there's supposed to be a ghost with you, and me and John and Rebecca are sitting there, and I look in the mirror and there's a ghost and those two, you know, and me, and I look like a ghost next to them. I was like this ugly monster next to these two good-looking people.
So then
there's no way they're.
Let me understand something. So you, and then like when you went to Universal, she came along too.
No, she was.
Just you and John.
Just me and John.
And did you get a room?
No, that's right in town.
No, they got a single bed this time.
Yeah, because why do you need double beds? Why waste the money?
This time John went to
the John Stamos is like a really wealthy guy. You know, he made a lot of money. He was on a TV series for 7 years.
It's in syndication.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, let me ask you.
Why would he want Ralph in a room with him?
You're not like a guy who just like hangs out with people,
right?
And
that's true.
And crashes and that kind of thing. So people are looser than you. He's just loose. I'm loose.
Dude, if I got a model in a room with me, I would not want you. I wouldn't want a guy looking at my model girlfriend in a room sleeping there. Sorry, don't want it.
Yeah, but
I don't care how loose you are.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that.
I'm alone with a beautiful lady at Disneyland in a room. I want to mess with her. I'm with her, man. Or I'm getting out of the relationship.
Why do you even think of taking Ralph to Disney?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Have you been with somebody? You don't have to mess around with them every 2 seconds.
With her?
Not unless you look like her.
Yeah. I mean, the people I'm with, I can put it off for a while. You know what I mean? I've been around for 20 years. Me and my wife look at each other. We go, we know each other too well.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Together a while, John and Rebecca. I think they've been together for years.
All right, whatever, dude. I don't know. I think it's weird.
I didn't think it was weird until you kind of said it. I was like, well,
come on, tell that story to anybody else. This is a weird story.
Almost.
Oh.
You're grown people. You're not, living on a shoestring.
I ain't saying the guy's a homo. I'm just saying I just can't figure the whole. I'd like to interview him about it.
The reason people crash 50 to a room is because they have no money.
John Stamos isn't home right now?
I'll try him again.
Try him again.
You got the right number, man?
Yep.
Hey, Grillo, take the number from Ralph. Maybe you got a different number. Look at Grillo's like, no, of course I had the right.
I got the number.
I had the number.
All my interns hang out. By the way, if you want to do an internship here, you can hang out with John Stamos.
Yeah, that's one of the perks.
Yeah. Because Grillo somehow networked himself into a John Stamos relationship.
Just calling him at home to wish him happy birthday.
I think John and I have a better relationship.
Well, you guys spent time together in a hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, you've been to his house.
Yeah.
Did you hook up with any chicks at his party?
No, there weren't like a lot of chicks to hook up, but they were kind of hooked. You know, it was kind of like
a couples party.
Yeah.
You were like the fifth wheel.
Yeah.
How's his place sleeping over? He had a nice room?
Oh, yeah, real nice. You know, he has like 3 or 4 guest rooms.
Yeah.
And it's like in the middle of the mountains. Like, I didn't know where it was, and I woke up in the morning and I would go outside, and it's just surrounded by mountains. It's the coolest place.
And then what do? You just go in the refrigerator and get yourself some breakfast and stuff?
I don't know. We ate, you know, like it was like New Year's Day, and then people came over, and people were just hanging out and stuff.
Really?
I mean, do you wake up first, or are they already up, or what?
He gets up like really early, like they were up, I think. You know?
Oh yeah.
What do they do?
He's got an exercise room. Like one day they were up in the morning exercising.
What a complicated life.
Yeah, you got to fit in that exercise.
I mean, he's working on projects and stuff.
What? Like what?
I don't know. I think John should discuss his projects.
I don't know, man. It sounds odd.
No wonder he didn't come home.
But I'm fun to hang. I hang with you. You know?
Yeah.
It took a while.
Yeah. You had to work me for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, Grillo, what happened?
He's not there.
Sorry.
If anybody knows where John Stamos is, just wake him up.
He must be listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else has he got to do?
He's got a cell phone. I think maybe he's avoiding.
Maybe he's embarrassed.
I think he's home. He's like, shouldn't have hung out with Ralph.
Might have been a mistake.
I went over his family's house, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, you invited me to family?
Yeah, because they live down by Disney.
Yeah.
And hung out with them a couple of days here and there.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
a couple of days.
His family's really cool.
Oh, God.
I had a great time. Had a little dinner.
Really?
Went to a little Chinese restaurant with the family.
Who pays?
I was paying for, I think Rebecca paid for Disney. We didn't pay to get in Universal. I think John paid for Disney, like to get in, or Rebecca did. And, like I was buying drinks and stuff like that. I wasn't being like a total glob.
But how many days, like total, did you wind up staying there? The whole time?
I didn't count them. Like at John, how long did you stay at John's?
Well, yeah, altogether.
Like a few days.
What's it like? 4 or 5 days, like a week, 2 weeks.
No,
you were out there for a month.
Oh, Gorilla's jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just...
The Gorilla's like, hey, maybe... The Gorilla's like, hey, I should be doing that.
No, you're so wrong.
We're missing something. Gorilla's about to move there.
Yeah.
He's thinking that maybe John can put him up.
Maybe I can stay there for a week. Maybe I can stay there.
Potatoes, John?
Go to Disneyland.
I'd like to go to Disneyland with John Stamos.
Barbecue together with Mark
There's
Hamill.
absolutely no jealous. If you stay by Mark Hamill's house, I'd be a little jealous.
All right.
Oh, stop with the Mark Hamill.
I'm kidding.
Get over that.
It's a joke.
Even Mark Hamill's disgusted with himself. You know what I mean? Really. Star Wars was like 900 years ago, dude.
I know.
Mark Hamill. All right, douchebags. Thanks.
Now everyone says Ralph's a fairy. Howard says no, Ralph's not that way. There's no reason